My dear residents of Jurong, this is the WNS team, Walking Non-Stop team. Should I forget about that? We are the PAP team for Jurong. We really appreciate having met so many of you in the last 9 days. Many are friends, people we've met many times before at home, in the market, in the coffee shop. But this time round, of course, we are meeting not just during elections, but at a very difficult time. And it's been very useful listening to you and getting your feedback. What you're concerned about, are the government schemes helping you? And if they're not helping you, how they can be improved. It's been very useful, and I really want to thank you on behalf of all my teammates. If you're elected, our commitment is simple. We will serve with full effort and full heart. It means being on the ground as often as possible. That's our style in Jurong. Be on the ground at least a few times a week. At least a few times a week. Second, it means listening to you. That also is our style. Listening carefully to residents, listening to what you're saying, but also listening to how you feel. And thirdly, it means respecting every individual. It doesn't matter what job a person is doing, doesn't matter what social background, we've got to respect every individual. That is the way we do things in Jurong, and that's the way it will carry on. We have plans for the future. We have a manifesto, which all of you have received. I hope you get a chance to read it. It's in 4 different languages. And my teammates will also talk a little bit, just a little bit, about some of the ideas and the plans we have, the concrete plans we have in the manifesto. So who wants to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I'm really grateful to residents for their very warm welcome over the last 9 days. I've also received many suggestions and ideas about how we can improve our estates and create an even better home and a more caring community together for all of us. We know many families are hurting and anxious. We have programs on the ground to help families with daily living expenses, such as a discounted grocery shopping program for lower income families to buy essentials at discounted prices every month. We want to roll out programs like this across Jurong in the next few years to help more families. At the same time, we want to support families as well to access and benefit from all the national level schemes and programs that are available. And we want to make sure that the support for families in this COVID-19 period is holistic and comprehensive.
Shall I go next? For me, the 9 days has been an opportunity to reconnect with residents. I'm really grateful, like all of you, for the feedback and suggestions that residents have given on infrastructure, on support that they need, and we hear their challenges. And so that's something I think we really want to do, to walk that journey with them. We already have a lot of existing programs. Bukit Batok AC is a dementia-friendly community with the women empowerment programs. We have Belanja Ami, and a lot of other programs to support families. And these are some things that we hope to continue to build on, if given the opportunity. I'm a woman, I'm a mother of a young child. I've been advocating the issues relating to women and the community with special needs. So that's something I hope to continue to do. Serving residents of Jurong has been a privilege, and I really hope to have the opportunity to continue to do so.
I think I'll go next then. So in Jurong, as we go on with our work and our walkabout, I think it's very important to have second chances. I mean, I've shared before that I worked with a lot of ex-offenders and helped them restart lives. But it's not just ex-offenders, but it's really people who have stumbled along their lives throughout their journey, big or small, and to really have opportunities that are kept open for them and easily accessible. And then for them to be able to easily try again and progress well. Because a lot of residents that I've met along the way, some of them do well in early in life, some do well later in life. But eventually we all get there. And we really need to do our best to have those opportunities open. And then as I walk around, I also hear a lot of passionate youths who are really interested in sustainability, the importance of climate change and doing more for the environment. Although in Jurong we have done quite a lot, renewable energy, having solar panels, having community gardens, there's really a lot more that we can do, and there's so many ideas that the youth have brought up along the last 9 days that we've been on the ground. They've shared about recycling, they've shared about reusing, they've shared about just reducing consumption and be really deliberate in what we do and what we use. So I think that there's a lot more that we can do, and maybe we can invite youth and people who are passionate about restarting lives, second chances, passionate about sustainability to join us in our effort to do more and start in Jurong.
Great. So, being in Clementi, where I look after as part of the Jurong family these 5 years, we've heard so many stories, listened to so many journeys of our residents. And in these 9 days as well, so many friends, old and new, have told us about how life has changed because of COVID. Some of the challenges for families where a breadwinner has been hit because their employer has been hit by COVID. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's adjusting to the new ways of work, new challenges. Sometimes SME owners, small, medium-sized companies, repositioning in a very challenging world. But amidst all this, one thing that many residents have shared is often what makes a big difference when times are challenging is whether you have friendships in the community. Whether it is the friendships that happen when volunteers across different races come together and help other people also of different races. Like some of the tuition programs we have in our different areas. Young people, sometimes people a little closer to middle age, spending time with kids, helping kids get that better start. Because even in a society with equal opportunities, we must always lean in to help kids who are starting with less. Sometimes it's also that sense of friendship among neighbors looking out for one another, neighbors finding out first who needs that help, and then again coming together across generations. Sometimes it's young folks looking out for seniors, sometimes it's seniors coming together, sharing shopping tips, supporting one another, sometimes gathering at the coffee shop. But that sense of friendship and community, I think is something we must keep on building in Jurong, across ages, across races, so that in Jurong, everyone has that sense of friendship and you could say feels the love, so to speak.
So that's what we're about. That's what we'll make Jurong GRC if we are elected. It'll be a place where every child can enjoy growing up and grow up well. A place where our seniors feel cared for. A place where we make it easy for everyone to have second chances. And a place where everyone has friends and feels at home in Jurong. Thank you, and we look forward to working together with you to make this a really wonderful community.